to the Beehive. Today is Wednesday, January 21st, 2015. My name is Jordan Brown.
And my name is Jordan Barber.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Raise
your right hand and put it over your heart like this. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Juro levantar a la bandera de los Estados Unidos de América y a la república que representa una nación bajo Dios indivisible con justicia para todos. Please repeat your Beecher Hill student affirmation after me. I am a knowledgeable Beecher Hill student.
I am a knowledgeable Beecher Hill student.
I learn and grow in the Beecher way.
I learn and grow in the Beecher way.
I cooperate, focus, and complete all tasks.
I cooperate, focus, and complete all tasks.
I'm committed, present, and on time every day.
I'm committed, present, and on time every day.
I'm respectful to my fellow students and all adults in charge.
I am respectful to my fellow students and all adults in charge.
I dress to success. I wear my uniform every day.
I dress to success. I wear my uniform every day.
I learn and grow in the Beecher way every day because
I learn and grow in the Beecher way every day because
my goal is to contribute to the school, my community, and the world.
My goal is to contribute to the school, my community, and the world. Our student profile for January is communicator. The attitudes are confidence, cooperation, and commitment. Now for the weather with Jordan Brown.
The weather for today will be partly cloudy with a high of 61 degrees and a low of 34 degrees.
We celebrate Black History 24/7. On this day in 1964, Carl T. Rowan was named director of the U.S. Information Agency, also known as the CIA.
Attention students, attention Beecher Bees. Box tops continue to flow in, helping us to reach our winter collection goal of $500. The latest Box Tops heroes are Ariana Cater in Miss Jordan's pre-K class, Casey Parks in Miss Hodges' kindergarten class, Kennedy Lewis and Grace Scott both in Miss Brandon's first grade class, Jasmine Scott in Miss Hill Little's second grade class, Adisa Ferguson in Miss Long's second grade class, and Adriosha Howard in Miss King's third grade class. Will your name be announced tomorrow? Don't forget to turn in your box tops today.
Birthdays in the Beehive are Miracle Hobbs and Renard Cooney. Happy birthday!
Please pause for Principal Jones's wonderful Wednesday.
Good morning and welcome to a wonderful Wednesday with Mrs. Jones. This morning we'll be reading the story Stephanie's Ponytail. Stephanie is a little girl who communicates exactly what she wants. And let's see what type of things happen when you communicate and ask specifically for what you want. One day, Stephanie went to her mom and said, "None of the kids in my class have a ponytail. I want a nice ponytail coming right out the back." So Stephanie's mom gave her a nice ponytail coming right out the back. When Stephanie went to school, the other kids looked at her and said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly." Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." So everybody's just communicating. The children communicate how they felt about it, and Stephanie communicated exactly what she wanted. The next morning, when Stephanie went to school, all the other girls had ponytails coming right out the back. Stephanie looked at them and said, "You're all a bunch of copycats. You just do whatever I do. You don't have a brain in your heads." The next morning, the mom said, "Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out the back?" "No," said Stephanie. "Then that's that," said her mom. "That's the only place that you can do ponytails." "No, it's not," said Stephanie. "I want one coming out to the side just above my ear." "Very strange," said the mom. "Are you sure that's what you want?" "Yes," said Stephanie. So her mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming right out the side just above her ear. When she went to school, the other kids saw her and said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly." Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." The next morning when Stephanie came to school, all the girls and even some of the boys had nice ponytails coming out just above their ears. The next morning, the mom said, Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out the back? Stephanie said, no. Would you like one coming out the side? No. Then that's that, said her mom. There's no other place that you can do ponytails. Yes, there is, said Stephanie. I want one coming out the top of my head like a tree. That's very, very strange, said her mom. Are you sure that is what you want? Yes, said Stephanie. So her mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming out the top of her head like a tree. When Stephanie went to school, the other kids saw her and said, ugly, ugly, very ugly. Stephanie said, it's my ponytail and I like it. The next day, all of the girls and all of the boys had ponytails coming out the top of their heads. It looked like broccoli was growing out of their heads. The next morning, the mom said, Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out the back? No. Would you like one coming out the side? No. Would you like one coming out of the top? No. Then that is definitely that, said the mom. There's no other place you can do ponytails. Yes, there is, said Stephanie. I want one coming from the front, hanging down in front of my nose. But nobody will know if you're coming or going, her mom said. Are you sure that is what you want? Yes, said Stephanie. So her mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming out the front. On the way to school, she bumped into 4 trees, 3 cars, 2 houses, and 1 principal. When she finally got to her class, the other kids saw her and said, ugly, ugly, very ugly. And Stephanie said, it's my ponytail and I like it. The next day, all of the girls and all of the boys and even the teacher had ponytails coming out the front and hanging down in front of their noses. None of them could see if they were coming or going. They bumped into the desk. They bumped into each other. They bumped into the walls, and by mistake, 3 girls went into the boys' bathroom. Stephanie yelled, you're a bunch of brainless copycats. You just do whatever I do. When I come tomorrow, I'm going to have shaved my head. Stephanie's communicating what she's going to do, and usually when she says something, the other boys and girls follow. And sure enough, the first person to come to school the next day was the teacher. She had shaved her head, and she was bald. The next to come were the boys. They had shaved their heads, and they were bald. The next to come were the girls, and they had shaved their head, and they were bald. The last person to come was Stephanie, and she had a nice ponytail coming right out the back. So sometimes you should keep your ideas to yourself so people won't copy. Don't communicate too much. And sometimes being a good communicator means don't listen and don't follow what other people tell you to do. You end up with a bald head. Stephanie's Ponytail by Robert Munsch. What are you doing next Friday? Not this Friday, next Friday, the 30th. I hope you'll be joining me in my book of the month, Kindergarten and First Graders. Are you reading Creepy Carrots? You love to read with me. Make sure you read Creepy Carrots so we can have lunch together next Friday and talk about it. 2nd and 3rd grade. Are you reading Jake Drake Know-It-All? Next Friday, let's do lunch. Read that book. And 4th and 5th grade, one of my absolute favorites. It takes place during the time of the Great Depression. Bud Not Buddy. One of my favorites. Are you reading it? Let's have lunch next Friday on the 30th and talk about those books. Until next time, have a wonderful Wednesday.
Tweet, tweet, tweet. Our teachers have been tweeting about our IB learners on the Beecher Twitter board. Listen as we tweet about the students who have exhibited the IB learner profile during the school day. The teacher winner for the tweet board is Dr. Arnold. Congratulations, Dr. Arnold. Please see Mrs. Harbin for your prize.
Time is running out to order your yearbook, so don't wait. Order your yearbook today.
Lunch in the Beehive today will be burrito bowl, cheese quesadilla, turkey and cheese sandwich, stewed black beans, corn on the cob, and bananas.
Word of the day, tenacious, meaning persistent, stubborn, tenacious. He had tenacious courage as he faced the endless pile of papers on his desk. Tenacious. Tenacious. Joke of the day!
Hey Jordan, what 2 vegetables fight crime?
I don't know. What 2?
Beetman and radish!
This concludes our morning announcements. Have a wonderful Wednesday.